guess where do you feel like the biggest gains have come from this team since you guys opened in San Diego until now?
Oh, defense. I think you guys seen that. Just our level of aggression. Jeff Green, guys.
We beat them today, just so you know. Again, I always gotta let you guys know.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying, so I ain't about to debate it.
Oh yeah, this is the move of the park. I want to do it everybody's spirits.
You see that? Yeah.
Give them something to talk about. Now I want to get
Wait, so
I think it was our level of physicality and defense. I think that those are the two biggest keys. We held Phoenix to 103. And then I don't care if it's preseason. I don't care. You're prepping for the games. And then we held the Clippers to 115. I don't care who played, who didn't. And then last game, the Warriors obviously. Second half, we know the situations. You still have to build good habits and those different things like that. And so for us, I thought we did a great job. And level of physicality, defense, and picking up the pressure.
Jeff said he beat you. Were you running with the starters?
Oh yeah, I was running with the starters.
You were running with the starters, so the second team won again.
Yeah, the second team won.
Damn. Is what it is?
Yeah, it is what it is. They won. They got a great camaraderie. They play hard. They play well. So they did win. Ain't much more I can say. I ain't about to do no breakdown. Yeah, I don't know. But
how much have you gotten to run with Nikola in practice and preseason so far, and what kind of stands out about playing alongside him?
So Nikola has this ability, like, he thinks like a point guard. So I'm 6'1", I see things on a lower. He's 7'1", he sees things, as far as an overview. So he just has this ability of seeing guys, throwing guys open, seeing specific situations, plays, time to score. I remember in preseason, short story, we was playing and he had the basketball and the clock was running off. We was winning. So it was like 2 or 3 seconds left. I'm sorry, not 2 or 3 seconds left. It was 10 seconds. The shot clock was 8 seconds. So he dribbles the ball out, calls me up for a pick and roll, and just tosses the ball up in the air. But like, I'll probably say on the game clock, it was like 3 seconds. Shot clock had ran out, and then the ball bounced. Bounced again, and the game was over with. Just that kind of knowledge of the game, is something that separates him, and why he's a 2-time MVP.
How about the same question, but this time for Bones? Last couple games, some minutes with Bones. What our last game? What kind of pressure did the two of you together put on defenses, and what do you see with that combo?
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. So we haven't been able to do it a lot in practice, and so Coach, when he called my name, he kind of shocked me, and when he put me out there, went busy, and so we just went out there and played with a level of aggression on the defensive end, offensively, pushing the tempo, getting into the paint. I thought that was pretty good. I actually thought that was the key to the game. In the third quarter, coming in and just kind of separating and getting that 15 to 17 point lead. And that's what you have to be as a second unit. Whenever, your number's called, you have to come in and change that pace, change that tempo. And I've always been a kid, and it put me in the game. I want it to be like, all right, it has to be a plus. Coach can't be sitting there like, dang, somebody get it. It has to be a plus, and so that's what your second unit has to be. It has to be in a situation where the starters come out, you take your team to another level, and I thought that's what we did in that third quarter.
Mitch, what conversations has Coach had with you recently about your role and what he's expecting from you?
I just hoop. We talk about it all the time. I just play. For me, I try to eliminate the confusion and just control what I can control, and so. No conversations have been had, and I think that's a good thing. You just play your game, play your role, and let the chips fall where they may. So, but I prefer not to be any conversation or specifics. I think when you can play, you give and make room for yourself, and so for me, you just fit in, and somehow your game will stand out somehow, somewhere.
When you're out there with Bones, is there like a clear division of roles? Is it, hey, I'm the one, you're the two, or are you guys just kind of taking turns with off the flow?
So in that game, we just kind of played. I don't want to overthink it. You know what I mean? I think sometimes as basketball players, we reactive. Not even basketball, but I think in life. I hate to give life lessons, but you know what I mean? You're just reactive in the things that you're talented at. And so for me, when we step out there, I don't want him to be like, yo, we do this and you do it. No, just play. And whoever's rolling at that specific moment, I had a coach who told me, criticize success, you analyze it. And so I looked at that Oklahoma City team who had Shea, they had CP, and they had Schroeder out there, and they would just play. They didn't overthink it. There was no definitive guy who was running the point or not. And so for me, when we stepped out there, we just kind of played. Bones had the ball, he went and created, and if I had the ball and vice versa, Pete Reed brought it up a couple times, and so you just kind of play and flow.
Have you advocated to the world for a 3-guard lineup?
Nah, that wouldn't
Via
be fun.
OKC?
No. This is why I play. I'm not a coach. This is why I play, because I don't know the intricates. I don't know that. I don't know.
Stupid question. Stupid question
No,
on my
it's not. No, it's not. No. I don't believe. I didn't teach you tell me no stupid question until I asked the stupid question, and then she got on.
In that case.
I know, right? But it's no dumb question.
You've had a couple of defensive plays where you're going up against a bigger guy, whether it's a post, whether they're trying to just get by you, where you make a play. I think there was one where you're blocking somebody who's just taller than you. What kind of mentality does it take to be at 6'1", going up against the guy, especially when you're in the point guard's position where you might be switching?
I had some great coaches in college and great coaches when I was growing up. It's just you have to have a level of toughness. It's just defensive winning plays. I remember one year, I think when Toronto won it all, Kyle Lowry led the league in charge. So you just got to do what it takes. Now I'm not the biggest guy, I'm not the strongest guy, but I can't be the toughest guy and the most hard-nosed guy. So I think that it permeates throughout the team. You got to make winning plays, dive on the floor, take charges. You got to do those little things, especially when we want to win. How we want to win? We want to win championships, and every team that's won a championship. I don't want to throw out any crazy stats, but if I'm not mistaken, in the last 5 years, they've been top 10 defense, top 10 offense, and so that's something that you have to do. And your offense doesn't always travel, but if you can defend and make those hustle plays, then it goes a long way.
And how often do you rely upon your experience with a variety of different teams, and how often do you share some of those experiences? Like you just gave that OKC example.
So for me, when people ask, I tell them, my fault, coach. Coach, I think I'm more interested in you, man. That's what it is. Not so for me. If people ask, I tell them. I remember we was on the bus and we was talking. Like people ask, I give my experiences. But for me, I don't like to throw anything on anybody. I am an open book, but if people don't ask, I don't tell. Appreciate you. Don't get y'all better not get scared because Coach yelled at y'all. You see that, man? They had like three more questions, and you yelled at them. They said, "All right, that's it."